in the game.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a team from the ACC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On the run, still looking. He's going to take off. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He fires a bullet to the right. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Looking for room. It's Sampson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll toss it to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Gilliam. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Power football with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw, it's Johnston. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Throws to the tight end, working that left side. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got
breaks into the open. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Johnston. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Yo, if you streaming, stop streaming. This shit laggy.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll test the right side. Turning it on. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Johnston. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Steps away. He's going to run it. Plows through the defense. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lincoln. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Lots of room to run. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Johnston. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Makes his man miss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gonna try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
He runs out of bounds after 41 yards.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. It's Johnston. Going to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gilliam. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. first drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 10 over North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action because defense a lot of times really expects run, and that can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Johnston. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Dropping back, it's Johnston. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. He slings it deep to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up to go for two. The snap sets up the throw. Might be looking to run. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Abraham. Open space at the 25. Right down the gut of the field. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Sampson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
And the Heat will get home.
I work, nigga.
Goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarter.
Turning it on. That's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the second half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football. They are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Punt is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got the first down and more. At the 35, he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll bring it out. It's Gilliam. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get outside. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
36.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Got a man in the middle, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.